Hello guys, good afternoon. Hello.
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Hello,
Miss
teacher.
Wendy. Hello,
Hello,
Kenya.
teacher.
Hello,
Hello.
Mister. How
Hello.
are you
Hello,
doing?
teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Tanya. How are you doing, guys? Are you great and ready? Yes?
Yes, yes.
Right, teacher.
Perfect. Nice.
Yes, teacher.
Great. So guys, we're going to start today with a new topic. But first of all, tell me, what did we study last class? What did we study last class, guys? ¿Qué estudiamos la clase pasada, jóvenes?
Past continuous.
Okay, nice, Miss Wendy. Also, we did a review, right? Yes? We did a review about what? Simple past, regular, and irregular verbs, right? So, we're going to start today with a new topic. Will for future. So, do you know something about it? Will? Or do you know any structure for future? Yes? ¿Conocen alguna estructura para futuro, jóvenes? Yes? No?
El will, teacher.
Will, perfect. Will,
What be?
excellent. Will, right? And also going to, that is another one, right? So today we're going to study will, right? Going to, yes, Mr. Angel. Going to, that's another one, right? So today we're going to study will, right? Pay attention to will, right? So you have will future. We normally use will to speak about the future. It is always combined with another verb, right? Since will is classified as a modal verb like can, will, could, should, it has the same characteristics. It does not change in the third person, he, she, and it. It is always combined with another verb in the base form without to. We don't use it with do in questions or negatives. What is happening here, guys? We're going to use will, right, to express future things, right? But it says this is a modal verb. So, what happened with modal verbs? Do you remember when we study can? Yes? For example, I can play soccer, I can swim, I can ride a bicycle, etc., right? In that case, when you use can, that is like a modal verb, you must use the verb in the base form, even if you are using third person, he, she, or it, right? So, it is always combined with another verb, right, in the base form. So there you don't need to use to, no, right? You just need to use will and then the verb in the base form. Yes? Bien. Indicando que will es un modal verb, chicos, no es necesario que ustedes agreguen to para unir los dos verbos. Y el verbo se utiliza en su forma base, aunque estemos utilizando tercera persona, siempre va a ir en su forma base, ¿verdad? Y no necesitan agregarle s, ies, no. Simplemente en su forma base. Yes? So, examples. I will go to the cinema tonight. Look at that example. First, you have the subject, then will, that is the modal verb in this case for future, and the verb go, right? That is the main verb. I will go to the cinema tonight. Yes? If you notice, you don't need to change anything, right? For example, she will be happy with her exam results. She, that is the subject, then you have will, the verb in the base form, in this case, be, right? Then the complement. So she will be happy with her exam result. So be careful with this structure, right? Remember that this is a third person singular, but you don't need to do any change in that sentence or in the verb, right? So there you have another example. They will take the bus to the south next week, right? So they, that is the subject, will, then the main verb, in this case, take, and the complement. So they will take the bus to the south next week. Yes? So let's continue. When we use will in the following circumstances, for example, for things that we decided to do now, right? Rapid decisions. This is when you make a decision at the moment in a spontaneous way. Okay, so vamos a utilizar will, chicos, para una decisión rápida. Cuando lo hemos decidido ahorita, espontáneamente, ¿verdad? Cuando realizamos o vamos o tomamos una decisión espontáneamente. Ahí vamos a utilizar el will. For example, I call a taxi for you. I decided that at the moment, right? So I'll, that is the contraction, that is like I will call a taxi for you. Yes? So that is like a, you make the decision at the moment. Yes? Or I think we'll go right now. I just decided this right now. Yeah? You are in the park and you finished your food or something, right? And you say, oh, I think we'll go right now. At that moment, you decided that, right? So in that case, you will use will, right? 2. When we think or believe something about the future, we're going to use, guys, will for prediction, right? So this can be based on personal judgment or opinion, right? So for predictions, we're going to use will, right? For example, the president will not be re-elected at the next election. So this is our prediction. The president will not be re-elected, right? For next election. Yeah? So that is like based on your personal judgment, right? Or that is your opinion about the future of the president. Yes? Or I think it will rain later, so take an umbrella with you. This is a very clear example of prediction, right? We are in winter, right? So we are in winter and maybe at 3 or 4 we can say, I think it will rain, right? That's like a prediction. You are not sure, but that is your personal judgment or your opinion about that, right? Notice how you often use I think before the subject I will, right? So this is like an structure, right? First of all, you can use this expression, right? I think, right? And then you're going to use the subject of the sentence and also will, right? Before right? I think that is like the expression. I think it will rain later. I think I will go to eat pupusas later, right? That is like your opinion. So you can use this expression, I think, yeah, before the subject, and then you must use will, the main verb of the sentence, and the complement. Yes? So, for a habit that is a predictable behavior, for example, my daughter will fall asleep as soon as she is put into bed. This is like a habit that my daughter has, right? That is like a predictable behavior. Es una forma de comportarse de mi hija en este caso, ¿verdad? ¿Por qué? Mi hija se va a dormir tan pronto como ella llegue a la cama o la pongamos en la cama. Entonces, ese es una forma o es un hábito que ella tiene. Entonces, en este caso, podríamos usar también will, ¿verdad? As always, using the structure, the subject, will, then the main verb, in this case, which is the main verb, fall, right? So, will fall asleep, right? Or he will give up if he starts losing. He always do that. Pay attention to this example. He will give up. Do you know give up, guys? No? Do you know the meaning of give up? No? Darse por vencido. Entonces, ¿qué nos indica esto? Él podría darse por vencido o él se va a dar por vencido si él comienza a perder, ¿verdad? Entonces, él siempre hace esto. Entonces, ya es un hábito de él. Cuando él comienza a perder, él se da por vencido. Entonces, acá puede utilizarse de esta manera for a habit that is a predictable behavior, right? Four, you use won't when someone refuses to do something. Won't will be like the negative form or will, right? Will not or won't. So, when someone refuses to do something, for example, I told him to clean his room, but he won't do it, right? That is like, le dije que limpiara su cuarto, pero él no lo va a hacer. Yes? Entonces, él se rehusó a hacer algo. En este caso, vamos a utilizar won't. Yes? Or she won't listen to anything I say. Anything, right? So, she won't listen to anything I say. Yes? So, for example, the teacher asked to the students, but they won't answer the questions. That is something like you, right, guys? You don't answer sometimes. So, in that case, you can use won't. That will be the negative. You are refusing or doing something, right? So, the grammar structure, guys. Affirmative. How would you write an affirmative sentence using will? First, subject plus will plus verb, base form, right? Plus the complement. You know that in every sentence you need to write down first what? The subject, right? Then in this case, will, the verb, right? That will be the main verb. In the base form it says, and the complement. Yes? For example, who wants to give me an affirmative sentence using will? Who? Volunteer? ¿Un voluntario que me quiera dar un ejemplo de un afirmativo utilizando will? Who? Yes?
No, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Miss Wendy.
I will run in the morning.
I will go where?
I will run in the morning.
I will doing. Mm.
Run
Ah,
in the
run.
morning.
Yes, yes. I will run in the morning. Yes, right? That is a very good example of affirmative word. Will. I will run in the morning. Yes. Excellent, Miss Wendy. Thank you. So, also we have the negative, guys. The negative form. Subject plus will plus not. Verb in the base form and the complement. So, for example, who wants to give me one negative sentence using will? Will not. Who? Volunteers? Yes? No? Voluntarios, chicos? I need to ask for that, right? Nadie. Nobody wants.
Me?
Okay, Mr. Goodby.
I won't be in my house later.
Excellent. I won't be in my house later. Perfect. Or you can also say, I will not, right, be in my house later. That's another option. Thank you. Perfect. So, what about this interrogative, right? First of all, remember that this is a yes, no question. First, you must write what? Will, right? Then the subject, the verb in the base form, the complement, and the question mark. This is a yes, no question, right? For example, you can say, will you go to the cinema tomorrow, for example? Will you go to the cinema tomorrow? Yes? How would you answer? Yes, I will. Or no, I won't. Because this is a yes, no question, right? But later we're going to study other examples, right? Number 4, WH word questions, right? First, the WH word, then will, the subject, the verb, in this case the base form, the complement, and the question mark. Yes? So remember that these kind of questions, you must answer them completely. Yes? So you can say, where will you go tomorrow? That will be one, right? Where will you go tomorrow? I will go to the school tomorrow. That will be one, right? One example using a WH word question, right? So, let's see. So, an example. First, I will have English class on Monday. Yes? I will help you with your speech. I think it will rain later, so take an umbrella with you. I will visit you tomorrow. I promise it. Right? So, those are examples of affirmative sentences using will. Yes? So, I will have English class Monday. But what about if you use third person singular there? You can say, she will have English class on Monday. Or Mr. Goodbean, right, will help you with your speech. That would be another one, right? Or I think, right, it will rain later. It, you're using it there, that is third person. And look, the verb is in the base form. You don't need to change anything, right? So, be careful with that. You're going to use will and then the base form of the verse, even if you were using third person singular. Which is the third person singular? He, she, and it. Yes. So what about the negative form? Look at these ones. I won't go to the place. Or I will not be in the office tomorrow. Or they will not stay here, right? So you have two options there. Remember, you can use won't, or the large form we can say will not, right? So first, the subject, won't or will not, then the verb in the base form and the complement. Yes? So, also, there you have this one. A just no question. Look at that one. Please, will you come with me to the meeting? Yes? Or will you tell him the truth? Look at the answer. Yes, I will. Or no, I won't. Remember that in this case, you don't need to add extra information. No, that is not necessary. You should answer in this way. Yes, I will. Or no, I won't. Yes? Or a WH word question. What will you do tomorrow morning? How would you answer that?
I will at work tomorrow.
Okay, I will be at work tomorrow. Nice. Or, for example, Mr. Goodwin, what would you do tomorrow morning?
I will watch TV in my house.
Excellent. I will watch TV in my house. Good. Miss Wendy, what would you do tomorrow morning?
I will go to the church in the morning.
Perfect. So, look, you answer with a complete sentence there because that is a WH word question, right? Yes? Or, for example, look, if I ask you, will you go to the school tomorrow, Karen? Will you go to the school tomorrow? How would you answer that?
Yes, I will.
Nice, yes, I will, right? Because that one is a just no question, right? So guys, I don't know if you have questions about this. No questions at all? I guess this is an easy
No,
topic.
teacher.
This is very easy, right? So there you have positive contractions. I will, I'll. Look, you will, you'll. He will, he'll. She will, she'll, right? Ill, that is like the sound or the double L there, right? It will, ill. We will, right? You will, you'll. They will, they'll. So, remember, you can use both. Both are correct. If you want to do it in the long form or in the short form, that is okay, right? It means or they means the same, right? So also you have the negative contraction right there. The negative form, right? I will not. I won't. I guess this is easy, right? The pronunciation, right? You will not. You won't. Or he will not. He won't. Or she will not. She won't. It will not. It won't. We will not. We won't. You will not. You won't. And they will not. They won't. Right? So, you can use both, right? the long form or also the short form, right? And both are correct. So guys, tell me, do you have any comment or do you need to add something about this? No? Is it clear for you the use of
No,
will,
teacher.
guys? Okay, Miss Wendy. Grammar worksheet future will, right? So there you have the subject and the structures. First, the affirmative form, right? I, you, he, right? She, it, we, and they. You can say what? I will cook. Or she will cook, right? Or the negative form, I won't cook. Or he won't cook. Or they won't cook. That will be the negative, right? Also, the yes no question, I will cook. Or will she cook? And the answer yes, right? She will. Or if it is negative, no, she won't. Or will they cook? Yes, they will. Or no, they won't. Or no, they will not. That will be the other form, right? Also, won't, there you know, you have won't, that is the same, will not, right? So I'll do something or I will do something. That is almost the same. There you have the short form, the contraction, right? So I'll do something, I will do something. That is almost the same, right? So there you have a note. Don't use, look at this one. I will put it there. I guess I can't. Okay. It says, note, don't use a contraction with will in a short answer. For example, yes, I will. No, yes, I'll, right? ¿Qué nos está indicando acá? Que no usemos la forma abreviada cuando usted dé una respuesta corta. Por ejemplo, si yo le digo, will you run? Will I run, sorry, tomorrow? You say, yes, I will, right? But you cannot use yes, I'll. No podemos usar, ¿verdad?, la forma corta cuando estemos dando respuestas, en este caso, corta, ¿verdad? Entonces es preferible que usted lo haga de la forma larga, I will, or yes, you will, or yes, he will, right? But in the negative form, yes, you can use won't. That is like an abbreviation, right? So guys, I guess you don't have questions. We're going to do an exercise, right? So there you have an example. Fill in the blanks below to complete the sentences. Use the words in the boxes above. The movie will start soon. Let's find a seat and sit down, right? So, the movie will start soon, right? So let's find a seat and sit down. In this case, you must use will. But depends on the sentence, you will use a negative form like won't or will not. Depends on the sentence. Yes? So guys, I want you to complete these 10 sentences. I guess there are more. Yes. But we're going to do them together. But first of all, I just want you to complete these. I will give you what? I guess 3 minutes This is an easy topic, right? So 3 minutes. Look at those sentences and complete them using will or won't. Depends of the meaning of the sentence. Yes? So guys, work 3 minutes to complete that. Okay? If you don't have a notebook or something, try to write it down there, right? So 3 minutes. Work on it. Okay guys, let's try to do these together, right? So, you have the number 2. Your friend be at the party. Yes, she. So, which will you need to use first in this case? Which will be the answer?
Will your friend be at party?
Perfect, Miss Wendy. Will your friend be at the party? Yes, she what?
Will.
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 Good, perfect. So, will your friend be at the party? Yes, she will. Good. What about 3? Hello, Mr. Smith. This is Peter. I be at work today because I'm sick. Will or won't? Which could be that? Hello, Mr. Smith.
Won't.
This is Peter. Won't, right? Because it says, I won't be at work because I'm sick, right? So, won't. Perfect. Those bags look heavy. Let me help. I carry the big one for you. I what? Will or won't?
Will.
Will. Also, if you want, you can use here like the short form, right? So, I will or I'll if you want to add only the short form, right? Perfect. So, what about this one? My brother speak to me because he's very angry. Very angry, right? So, will won't, right? He's angry with me, so he's not going to speak with me. So, will, so to say, won't speak to me because he's very, very angry, right? Nice. What about 6? What time the sun rises tomorrow morning? What time?
Will.
Will, right?
Will.
Perfect. What time will the sun rise tomorrow morning? Perfect. Will, yes, Kenya, nice. 7th, you'll be 20 years old next month. No, I, right? So the first one, will or won't, in this case, yes.
Will.
Will you be, nice, 20 years old next month? No. That is the negative answer, so no, I won't.
I won't.
Perfect.
Won't.
So, will you be 20 years old next month? No, I won't. Nice. Fly CX793, right? Depart from gate 12 in 10 minutes. So, will or won't?
Will.
Will, nice, right? So, flight CX793 or 793, right, will depart from gate 12 in 10 minutes. Perfect. 9. Do you think people, right, live on the moon in your lifetime? Tell me, will or want?
Will.
That is the question, right? So, will. Perfect. Do you think? Look at that one. So, yes, it says,
Will.
yes, maybe, I'll bake some cookies tomorrow. So, here you can
Will.
use, will.
Will.
Remember that if you want, you can use like the short form
Will.
or will. I will or I'll will bake some cookies tomorrow. Perfect. What about 11, right? Are you ready to order served? For example, you are in a restaurant and it's the waiter or the waitress said, hey, are you ready to order, sir? Yes, thank you. What? Will. Perfect. I will have a hamburger. Nice. Good. So, yes, thank you. We'll have a hamburger. Perfect. 12. It be midnight in a few minutes. It's time to go to bed. So, eat what? In this case also you can use the short form if you want, right? Eat or will. Sorry. So it will be midnight in a few minutes, right? Or it's time to go to bed, right? That's the answer. 13. When do you think we have our next test? When? Do you think? Will. Nice. When do you think, right? We will have our next test, right? Nice. 14. Here you have two blanks, right? So, in the first one, maybe it what?
Will.
Will tomorrow and maybe it
won't.
In this case also if you want, right, you can use here won't, right, and maybe here will. It depends, right? For example, you can say maybe it will rain tomorrow and maybe it won't. Or you can say maybe it won't rain tomorrow and maybe it will. That is like, you have two options there if you want to use it in whatever form you want. Yes. Okay, and the last one, guys. What about the last one? You marry me. Yes, I, right? This is like a just no question. So, will you marry me? That could be.
Will.
Will you marry me? Yes, I
Will. Will. I will.
I will. ¿Podríamos poner acá, chicos, así? Yes, I'll. ¿Podríamos contestar de esta forma? Yes or no? ¿No?
Yes.
¿Seguros? ¿Se acuerdan?
No.
¿Se acuerdan de la notita que teníamos acá? ¿Ven? Don't use a contraction with will in a short answer, right? So, no es posible contestar de esta forma, ¿ok? Entonces, no podemos contestar así, ¿ok? So, guys, do you have questions? ¿Tienen preguntas? Creo que este es un tema
No, teacher.
Ok.
No.
Es un
No,
tema
teacher.
perfecto, bastante fácil.
No question, teacher.
Nice, excellent. Es un tema bastante fácil. El going to es un poquito más complicado, ¿verdad? Y se utiliza el verbo to be como auxiliar y el going to para el futuro. Pero bueno, eso lo veremos luego. Pero en este caso del will, creo que es bastante sencillo, ¿ok? Quizás lo difícil es cuando nosotros comparamos o es como el versus, ¿verdad? Will versus going to, como para elegir cuál estructura utilizar es un poquito complicado, ¿verdad? Pero si usted se aprende bien las estructuras, las reglas, creo que se le hará muy fácil utilizarlo, ¿ok? Bueno, tenemos 8 minutitos, jóvenes. No sé si ustedes leyeron una publicación en Edmodo que dice que el 22 de este mes va a cerrar. No sé si están al tanto de eso ustedes. Creo que ustedes no me han preguntado.
Yes, teacher.
Vaya, vean, ya no tendremos plataforma Edmodo, van a cerrar. Y bueno, vamos a utilizar un sitio que es como un blog, ¿verdad? En el cual ustedes van a poder acceder a los videos de las clases. Bueno, en la próxima clase les voy a mostrar el sitio, cómo pueden ingresar ahí, cómo buscar las clases, los videos y todo lo que van a encontrar en el sitio. Pero buscando otras alternativas, porque a veces se nos puede hacer como complicado, difícil adjuntar algún archivo, un documento, en el caso de ustedes que les pido a veces videos o notas de voz o incluso las tareas en PDF o Word, como que en el sitio se nos hace un poquito difícil. Entonces también hay otra publicación en Edmodo que nadie le ha dado ni siquiera me gusta, ¿verdad? No sé por qué, en el cual les pedía su correo electrónico. ¿Para qué necesito su correo electrónico? Bueno, en todo caso que en el sitio pues no podamos adjuntar una tarea o enviar un audio, pues lo podríamos hacer mediante su correo electrónico o utilizar pues otra aplicación que tengo por ahí, a ver si nos funciona, pero por eso es necesario que yo tenga su correo electrónico. Puede enviarlo a la publicación que está en Edmodo o me lo manda por mensaje directo ahí a la plataforma, no hay problema. Pero que sea un correo electrónico que usted sepa la contraseña, ¿verdad? No vaya a mandar uno que lo hizo hace mucho tiempo y ya no se acuerda para nada de la contraseña, no. Si no tiene un correo electrónico reciente, ¿verdad? O que no se acuerda de la contraseña, cree uno por favor para las clases y me lo envía. Así yo luego puedo trabajar con ellos o les puedo enviar archivos o ustedes me envían tareas, más que todo con las cosas de los audios, ¿verdad? Y usted me va a decir, teacher, pero ¿y WhatsApp? Ajá, WhatsApp. A veces WhatsApp como que no es muy seguro, ¿verdad? En cuestiones educativas, así que yo preferiría que lo hagamos por medio de correo, ¿verdad? Si se fijan, siempre trato de pedirles las cosas por Edmodo y no por WhatsApp, ¿verdad? Porque quieras o no, la plataforma siempre es más privada, solo hay interacción entre ustedes y yo, ¿verdad? Que soy la encargada, ¿verdad? De la clase, entonces es como un poco más privado. Por eso me gustaría de igual forma que me manden por favor su correo electrónico a más tardar el día jueves, porque bueno, Edmodo cerraría el 22 de septiembre, pero lo ideal fuera que nosotros nos moviéramos al sitio antes de esa fecha, ¿verdad? Para que ustedes se vayan acostumbrando a usar el sitio, bueno, familiarizándose con él, ¿verdad? Y ya cuando sea el 22, pues ni modo, ya no vamos a poder ingresar a Edmodo, no vamos a poder ver videos, descargar nada, va a cerrar completamente, entonces nadie va a poder acceder ni ustedes ni yo como administradora tampoco. Así que otra recomendación, si ustedes tienen algún documento o no sé, algún video, ejercicio, algo que tengan ahí en la plataforma y ustedes quieren conservarlo, puede ir y descargarlo, ¿verdad? Y ya lo guarda en su computadora o en su celular, ¿verdad? Para que luego les sirva a ustedes. Porque recuerden, a partir del 22 de septiembre, nadie va a poder ya ingresar a Edmodo. Van a cerrar totalmente. Así que, por eso les digo, háganme el favor de enviarme su correo electrónico. A más tardar el jueves, por favor. Pueden hacerlo en la publicación que está ahí o me lo envían por mensaje privado, ¿ok? Pero recuerden que sea un correo, que usted sepa la contraseña, ¿verdad? Que lo use. Porque imagínense, usted me manda un correo y después, ay, la contraseña no me la puedo, entonces no nos va a servir de nada. Así que chicos, el jueves les voy a mostrar más o menos el sitio, cómo vamos a ingresar, los videos y todo lo que hay ahí, ¿ok? Así que, bueno, solo les recuerdo, vayan a la plataforma, vean las publicaciones y envíenme el correo, por favor, ¿ok? So, if you don't have any questions, do you have questions? No? ¿Tienen preguntas, comentarios, chicos? ¿No?
No, teacher.
Perfecto. Entonces, chicos,
No, teacher.
nice. See you next Thursday, right? See you next class. Have a nice afternoon, guys. Take care.
Okay, let's see you.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Okay, bye, teacher.
Bye. See you.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, Kenya. Take care.